Hello people and welcome to today's episode of Dreamily AI. It is once again almost time for the Super Bowl. It will be this Sunday, so I thought there's no better time to allow Dreamily AI to tell you guys about the time I got arrested at the Super Bowl. Now full disclosure, I didn't really get arrested at the Super Bowl, but if I did get arrested at the Super Bowl, I imagine it would go a lot like this. If you're new to Dreamily AI, the way that it works is that you type out a title and then the AI gives you 3 choices to choose from. So I'll read through all of these choices and then I'll pick the one that I think is best and then we'll progress the story like that. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this one. It says, "Hey kid." The boy turned away from the crowd and looked up at the police officer who was standing before him. "What are you doing here? It's late." The kid shrugged, looking off to the side. I just like that the police officer is getting on to him for being out late when he's at the feckin' Super Bowl. He had a backpack on his back with his school books inside of it, which is why he seems surprised by the question. Yeah, totally. If you have a backpack on, you can't get in trouble for being out late. My parents used to call me all of the time and they'd be like, "Come home, it's past your curfew." And I'd be like, well, I've got a backpack on. The kid says, "I don't know. I just wanted to watch the game. You know, the Super Bowl with all the players and everything." You know, I'd make a comment about him explaining what the Super Bowl is to the officer, like the officer is stupid, but the officer did ask him why he was at the Super Bowl, so I don't feel like I need to. Okay, I'm not even gonna read the other ones because I really like this one. It says, "The cops stared at him for a moment and then laughed a bit." "Yeah? That's what you told me last year." He's like, "You used the same excuse at the last Super Bowl." It said, a grin spread across the young boy's face at that, though he tried to hide it when his mother walked up to them. And then it included on the end of it, she was wearing her usual black clothes. So this tells me many things. 1, his mom most likely goth, or she just likes the color black, but I think it's more fun if his mom is goth. Secondly, he hid his smile when his mom approached, which means I think his mom doesn't like it when he's happy. He probably gets beat at home whenever he laughs. And finally, I really like that it says he smiled when the cop said that, because all I can picture is this when it says that. It's just like a "what the feck" kind of smile, you know? Anyways, that's canon now. We're going with that one. Let's see what's next. Okay, so none of these were that good, but I really like this one for one specific reason, and I think you guys are gonna agree with me when I read it to you. It says, "Mom seemed to be more tired than usual today, even though it was only 10 in the evening. Her hair was pulled back into a tight bun, and a few strands still fell loose from the wind earlier. She put one hand on each of the boys' shoulders and smiled down at both of them." Now, I like this one for one reason, and that's because she put a hand on the cop's shoulder and smiled down at him. That makes me think one thing and one thing only: midget cop. I mean, think about it. If she's tall, I mean, she could be really tall, okay? But that's not nearly as fun as midget cop. In fact, I'm going to make midget cop canon by editing him into the story. She could do this because the cop was a midget. Okay, so these sentences are kind of fact, but midget cop asks, "How old are you again?" The boy pointed at the man, then at himself. 16, sir." "Huh, well, okay then, 16. Don't go around drinking alcohol, okay?" It's so fucking stupid. And then he also said, "And make sure to take these," which I'm sure we'll figure out what that is in a minute, but I'm hoping it's like something cool like handcuffs. But I really like that he asked him how old he was and he told him, and then he addressed him by his age like it was his name. Maybe midget cop is the one who's been drinking alcohol. Maybe he's trying to teach him a life lesson. "Okay, 16, don't drink any alcohol, okay? This whole story is fact. I need to glug." Glug. A fact. Oh no. Damn it. I got water on my shirt. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. It says, he handed the boy a paper bag, which was filled to the brim with cigarettes. "Take good care of them and don't smoke them too often." This is so bad. "Yes, sir. The boy took the bag, then grinned wide." Alright, so I'm not getting arrested anytime soon the way this story is going, so I think I'm gonna take control here just a little bit.
A few moments later.
So I need you guys to know that I wrote every single thing you're about to hear right now. I said, one puff of what the cop had given to him, and the next thing 16 knew, he was on the field at the Super Bowl. butt-ass naked, juking security guards with such finesse that the Bengals were considering signing him until 16 ran by and slapped Joe Burrow on the ass. If that doesn't spice up the story, I don't know what will. I was kind of starting to question whether or not the AI actually knew what the Super Bowl was, so hopefully this jogs its memory a little bit. You know, it's that game where people run around on the field naked and slap each other's asses. I am such a moron. Okay, I'm not using this one, but this confirms that the AI does not know what the Super Bowl is. It says here, 16 was sitting behind the bench at home base. Dreamily AI is like that girl that you go out on a date with, and she wants to impress you by knowing a lot of stuff about sports, so she looks up a bunch of things the night before but then gets them mixed up.
Oh my god, I loved it so much when Derek Jeter hit a hole-in-one to win NHL Cup. I love sports.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's so stupid. Okay, again, I just went to the second option and it said the defense scored twice while the Bengals had 2 goals and the Bengals made it to the bottom. It really doesn't know what the Super Bowl. It's literally just like I just described. How can you make an AI that's so stupid? All right, we're gonna go with this one. It makes the most sense and it's technically possible in football. It says the Bengals lost the game 6-4 and 16 ran past his mom again, grinning wide as he did. He got a fist to the shoulder for it, but it didn't hurt nearly as much as he thought it would have. That's probably because of the fact that you're high as a kite right now, 16. I don't do drugs, but when I had surgery on my knee, they gave me this medicine, and I didn't know that they had just sliced my knee open. And then it says he went over to his friends after a couple of minutes and hugged them all. I really hope you put clothes on before you did that, man. I really like the fact that the Bengals got 2 safeties on the Rams and yet lost the game 6-4. It's a really good football score there. It furthers my notion that the AI is feckin' stupid, but we're gonna continue on anyways. I kinda need to get arrested now, thanks. Oh man, the AI said he gave each his own bag since they all had smoked their own packs earlier on and he was still grinning wide enough to split his face in 2. I don't know why the AI wants everybody in this story to have cancer so bad, but it's really keen on making all of the people in this story smoke cigarettes. Don't smoke cigarettes. They're not good for you. Also, I really like that every time it says anything about 16, it's like, by the way, he was grinning. And this one said, he's grinning wide enough to split his face in 2, which just makes me imagine he's like... They talked amongst themselves while everybody else cheered for their team. Some of them actually clapped for their opponents, and some of them laughed. Despite the fact that I've given the AI several chances to arrest me, it refuses to. Even though the feckin' title of the story is The Time I Got Arrested at the Super Bowl. I went streaking, there was a police officer, I smoked, I was out past my feckin' curfew, but yet it will not arrest me. So I typed in, that's when I finally got arrested for, and we're gonna see what the AI says. And if it doesn't arrest me, I'm gonna be furious. I'm gonna be honest with you, all of these answers feckin' sucked, but we're gonna go with this one. I got arrested for trespassing, and then I started stealing things from my aunt's house. I guess I got arrested for trespassing on the field. I don't know. Despite the fact I was naked, I didn't get arrested for that. I got arrested for trespassing. I had my wiener out and played an entire football game when I wasn't even on the team. But then I got arrested for trespassing. It then continues on, I knew we wouldn't get tickets, so I stole my cousin's bike from him and parked it outside and stole all the cigarettes from his pack and smoked it myself. This kid is going to die of cancer at 20 years old. It finishes with, then 16's father saw where he was and told him to come clean. I'm gonna write more because when I leave it up to the AI overwhelmingly disappoints me. I said, he alerted the SWAT team and they busted through my window and began to beat me silly. All I did was steal a bike, but here we are. I don't even care what the other options are. I'm going with this one when it leads with, one of them even shot me. When they stopped beating me long enough for my parents to pick me up, they put me in jail for 15 months. You know, if you're gonna put me in jail, it seems like the whole beating me thing was kind of irrelevant, but okay. Who am I to tell a SWAT person how to do their job? I don't know anything. When I finally came out, I decided to do something really stupid. But this time, I thought I might actually win at football. I said, before I could put my plan into action, Joe Burrow pulled up in a fancy car that he bought with his football money and shot me 27 times. As life began to drain from my body, I heard the sound of tires screeching as Joe Burrow yelled, "That's what you get for slapping my ass!" This was the last thing I heard as I drifted into the great beyond. The end. Oh my god, this story is so scuffed. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We really could use the subscribers. Please, I'm really tired of being at 1,422 subs. Every time we get more, it always drops back down to that exact number. Doesn't make any fucking sense and it makes me sad. Other than that, you can also share the video with your friends and check out our social media in the description to support us further. If you like AI stories, check out this video where I allow AI Dungeon to rewrite the B movie. You can check out that video right here, or if you'd like to see what happens when I visit an Animal Crossing island in Novel AI, you can check out the video below it. I hope you're having an amazing day. I love you all, and I will see you guys next time.